Voracek there, turning away from Zidlitsky. Back to Briere. Fire! Oh, Seam deflected stop. Gagne! He scored!
My, oh my. The depth on this Flyers team is just amazing. It is... wow. So, the Flyers, in the first game of the round robin, they pick up a 4-1 win over the Boston Bruins in a game where the Flyers were very good, and I will say that. One thing is the first period. I will get into the whole gist of the game and how things were broken down. But the Flyers, they have a little bit of a rough first period. First 10 minutes, not playing that great. They win the next 10 minutes and they move on from there. So, what is up, everyone? My name is Chris, and I'm back with another game review. As I said, the Flyers pick up a 4-1 win here in the first game of the round robin. That now puts them in first place. The Bruins are now in fourth, and obviously Washington and Tampa Bay did not play yet. But again, the Flyers, they get the all-important 2 points out of the possible 6 that they could get. So that is very good to start off this round robin tournament with a win. Couple notes here to start off the game. Yaroslav Halak was in net for the Bruins. And their backup goalie was David Villar, I believe that's how you say his name. And again, it was and it's funny, I brought this up before, how the Flyers, both games they won, Halak was in net, and they scored over 3 goals in each one. 2 of them, in the shootout was the 2 games they won. They won 6-5 and 3-2, and then today they put up on 4 on Halak. But regardless, getting into this one, it was a good start early for Boston. They were really skating. And honestly, I shouldn't even say that. It was for both teams. Good skating, good pace, but the Bruins, they had the Flyers hemmed in their own zone for a long time. They couldn't really get much going. It was really rough first 10 minutes, as I said. And then the Flyers, they had their best chance at 11:50, came from Phil Myers. It was the top line out there, Giroux, Voracek, Couturier. And as I said in the preview, the lines were pretty much the same. But again, Giroux, Voracek, Couturier out there. Giroux, he kind of waits at the line a little bit, lets Myers come up, and he gets a nice shot on net. Really, it wasn't anything too crazy, but it was the best chance the Flyers had. And then the Flyers took a penalty a little bit later. They killed that off. Lawton, he ended up having the best chance of the period. Hayes, it was kind of a play where it just erupted at the red line, and Konechny would swing it over to Hayes. He kind of lost it at the boards. Sent it in a play where it didn't look like it was anything special, like nothing was really going to come out of it. Lawton came in the slot. It was a nice save for Halak. And again, and then after that shift, there was a penalty that was drawn by Pitlick. He kind of went to the net. He got tripped up. So the Flyers were on power play. Giroux did hit the post. If this puck was literally an inch over that was going posted in, the Flyers would have had a 1-0 lead off a power play goal, but it did not go in. They started the second period with 1 minute and 8 seconds of power play time, and the first period would end tied 0-0. The shots on goal were 12-5 Boston. So the Flyers didn't have many chances, but they had a few really good ones. The 2 from Myers, Giroux and Raffl had a 2-on-1 there at some point, but again, no goals, and we go into the second period. Flyers, they don't get anything on that power play, but what the power play did give them was momentum. They carried that through really for the whole period, and then they get a goal here from Michael Raffl. It's a great shift by the fourth line, and just the way that the Flyers are moving the puck, and then it was a great pass down low. Raffl, backhand, top shelf, 1-0 Flyers are on the board. A couple minutes later, Flyers, that's still that fourth line. They're back out there again. They're making some noise, and again, Thompson, he gets one here. It was a great play. Provorov kind of joined the rush, sent it down low to Raffl. Backhand pass over to Thompson, and it was a little snapshot right over. It looked like it was, honestly, from the angle they showed it, I thought it was going to get blocked. Anyways, it goes top corner. And again, this was the second goal. So every goal that went in today, 2 of them went high glove, and then the other 2 went high blocker. So Thompson's goal and Myers' goal went top blocker, and then Raffl's goal and Lawton's goal went top glove. So again, it was an unbelievable game. The Flyers were just picking corners today, and as I said, they have a 2-0 lead here. And then there was a penalty taken. Flyers killed that off. Really solid penalty kill today. They were very solid. They were just so aggressive at the line. Boston couldn't really do much. And their top line, and one thing I will say here as we get into the end of this period here, the Bruins top line really didn't do much today. As for the game itself, combined they had 8 shots and were a -6. Bergeron had 4 of those shots. Marchand and Pastrnak both had 2 each, and a lot of them came in the last 4 minutes where the Bruins had the net pulled for around the I guess you could say the 4-minute mark of the third period was when they pulled the goaltender. But regardless, Wagner gets one here for the Bruins. It's kind of like a little wraparound play here towards the end of the second period. And it goes off of Robert Hagg's foot, and it just trickles in. It's 2-1. 8 seconds later, Phil Myers rips one all over the blocker side, as I said, blocker side on Halak. And it's a 3-1 Flyers lead right off the faceoff. It's a turnover from Chara, trying to definitely set up a breakout there. Myers, he picks it off. 2-on-1 with Couturier, rips it. 3-1 Flyers lead. The shots on goal after the second period were 20-17 in favor of the Bruins. For the Flyers, they had 12 shots in that period. Boston with 8. And the Flyers, they would start off the third period, still playing pretty good. Scott Lawton gets one here to make it 4-1. As I said, it was a snipe, 2-on-1 with Konechny. I thought, today it was a really good game from Raffl, Thompson, and Pitlick. I thought they had a really good game. They were cycling, moving the puck well together, had some really good chemistry. I thought those guys were physical. I thought Thompson had a really, really strong game today. Good on the penalty kill, set up some plays. He had the goal. And again, at 10:21 in the third period, that was Boston's first shot of this period. So it was just a really good, dominant performance on the defensive end. And for some reason, it just looked like the Bruins just kind of like, I guess you could say, took their foot off the gas, because it was like, I don't know what it was. Like, they dominated the whole first period, and then once the Flyers had the power play to started getting momentum, Boston was just trying to just dump it, and they were like barely getting that past the red line. So again, the Flyers, they were very good from the start of the second period on. And as I said, I said this to my dad when we were watching the game. I was like, Dad, the only period I'm worried about here is this first period. If they can win these, if they can get out of these first 10 minutes and play really and start to really turn it up at the second half, even 5 minutes left, and go into the second, that's exactly what they did. And they dominated from there. Late in the third period, Michael Raffl, he gets hit into the boards. It looked like it was kind of like a slew foot. It was number 79, Lazon, I believe that's how you say his name. It wasn't like a blatant slew foot. I'm not going to say it was. And I'm also not mad about it. It's a hockey play. It's just kind of just like that Scheifele play last night. Raffl didn't even move. He couldn't even move. He didn't get up on his own power. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but the good thing is the Flyers, they have the depth back there. You have Joel Farabee, who can come in and play wing as well. But again, hopefully we can get, I guess you could say, some sort of an update. And when I mean update, I mean if we know that Raffl will be back in the lineup. Obviously they're not allowed to elaborate on what the injury is. That's, as I said, so we definitely are not going to know what the problem is there with Raffl. But again, it was a very solid game. That's the only really thing I think you'd have to worry about. My 3 stars for the game: number 1, Carter Hart, phenomenal all day. He was amazing. One of the biggest reasons why the Flyers were kept in this game in the first period, and why the Flyers even won the game, because Hart was phenomenal. He had 34 saves on 35 shots. Flyers had 29 to end the game. My second star, Phil Myers. He was phenomenal on defense, good on the penalty kill, had that snipe of a goal. And my third star is Michael Raffl. He had a great game. He had 2 points, a goal, and an assist. And the Flyers pick up a 4-1 win. And now for the advanced stats and the regular stats for this game. All right, so we got the advanced stats here. We're starting off with the heat map. Again, it was kind of just like that exhibition game. There wasn't many, danger chances. As I said before, the darker the color, the higher the chance. So the Bruins goal, you see the yellow there. They had a lot of chances there. They did have a lot of chances at the point, though, which kind of surprised me. You see there, it gets a little bit darker. But again, really all around the ice. Same thing for the Flyers. The 4 goals kind of spread out throughout the slot and so on. And again, so, it was a good game for the Flyers. And moving on to the Corsi here. So first period, Boston is a 65.63 percentage of the Flyers, 34.38. As I said, it was pretty dominant there for the Bruins. Second period, 50-50 for both teams. And then the third period, the Flyers edge out Boston 71-43. As I said, it took up till 10:21 for the Bruins to get their first shot on net. And again, 71.43 to 28.57 there for the Flyers in the third period. And as for the game, the Flyers, they get killed by 0.6% on the Corsi, so 49.4 to 50.6. But again, the Flyers, they pick up the 4-1 win, and that is what matters the most. Regular stats here. Shots on goal, as you said, 35-29 Boston. Face-off percentage, 53% to 47 Flyers. Hits were 28-25 Boston. Blocks were 16-11 Flyers. And the giveaways were 10-7 in favor of the Bruins. Time on ice for the Flyers. Couturier in the forwards. He gets 19:55 of ice time. And for the defensive side of the puck for the Flyers, 24-51 for Ivan Provorov with 3 minutes and 34 seconds of power play time there. So again, really good game for the Flyers. Remember, guys, podcasts, articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.